What's going on, Crow fam? Thanks for all the awesome feedback on the last video about the Crypto.com Expedition Gear and CRO and loaded lines. In today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about whether or not it is the right time to buy, sell, or HODL your gear airdrop. Now, it really does depend on your particular circumstance, but we're going to be going through all of the variables that I believe are present in today's video, and I'm going to be giving you my own input as to what I am personally doing at the end of this video. Folks, if you do like Crow content and you want to see this kind of content every single week, then make sure you do let me know in the comments, like the video, and subscribe for more. Now, what I'm going to do is break this down into 3 different sections. I'm going to start with the best case scenario, then we're going to go worst case scenario, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I think is going to happen based on what has already been happening in the crypto industry. Best case scenario, we come out with a really good game developer who develops a fantastic fun game, the user base grows, the tokenomics work really well, and over a stretch of 5 years, it's a sustainable in-game economy that can make us all very rich if we were early to investing in any of the following NFTs: Cybercub, Loaded Lions, Crypto.com Land First Frontier, Expedition backpacks. It may go with that being said that if you fall into the category of thinking that that is going to happen, then well, unless you need the money immediately from these backpacks to pay off maybe rent, bills, or your kids' college tuition, then it might be a good idea to actually hold on to that investment, because based on where the prices are now, clearly they're going to be appreciating in time if this were to happen. As for the worst case scenario, well, what happens? They come out with the developer, whether or not they're a reputable developer or not, the game just turns to absolute garbage, and not only that, but they actually don't put in the extra work to actually make the game good. Now, I don't know how many of you watching out there are familiar with gaming, but gaming is one of my passions, so I'm in touch with a lot of game developers in Web3 and even a few in Web2 as well, and I kind of have a pretty good idea of what the general clientele majority want to see, especially those people that are not really into games, maybe not into games at all. They want something really simple that they can come and play, and from launch, guys, beta version of this main city game, it's not going to be perfect. There's going to be many issues. That is the most likely scenario. So what that basically means is if they're not able to come out and actually fix those things, and they just pretty much throw the idea of the game away altogether and just move on to something else completely brand new, well, then your NFTs are going to have no utility whatsoever, and you're going to see a pretty quick and drastic drop in that floor price, which probably means that you probably should have sold right away. If you're in the belief category of that field, then I would say now is probably a pretty good time to take profits on your NFTs, even if we're in this bear market. Now, the third scenario, and this is what I think personally is going to happen. I think we're going to get an announcement of the actual developers behind the team. Maybe we'll get some gameplay followed up by a beta. Hopefully that all happens within the next 2 years. I think the game's going to be released. I think that there's going to be some pretty decent earning potential for the early investors at the start of the game. I think short after, maybe 6 months to a year after the game max, we're going to realize that there's some big problems, maybe with the tokenomics, maybe with the gameplay. At that point, I think changes will need to be made. I do think Crypto.com are not the sort of company that will just let that fly under the radar and just give up completely, because that's going to be very bad in terms of affecting their brand. All right, Crypto.com do put a lot of focus into their marketing and everything like that. I think that they will make attempts to progressively improve and fix the game, but I don't think it's going to come without its issues. Now, you might be thinking, well, what would I know? Where would I base this on? Well, there's 2 big games that have essentially came out and followed a pretty similar trajectory. All right, Axie Infinity was the first one that I was involved in. Extremely profitable in the start, whether you were earning SLP, whether you were holding, staking AXS, or whether you were just sort of breeding Axies and selling them, buying, selling, trading. A very affluent market that lasted for around 6 months to a year. But then the prices just absolutely tanked. They tried to fix the economy, they didn't listen to their community, and everything basically just went to crap. Then there was another game, Gala Games Townstar, the first Gala Games game that actually came out. They came out with their town token, extremely profitable for the first couple of months, but then a lot of people got stung and burned. They had to basically revise their entire economy, get rid of that in-game token altogether, because they realized that the utility was just completely flawed. There was problems with the tokenomics. There might also be a few other examples as well, but they are the 2 main ones that I can think of. Because you need to be realistic and understand that what Crypto.com are trying to do, create a sustainable in-game economy through Main City, has never been done successfully before on blockchain. Think about that for a moment. Never been done before. So they essentially have the opportunity to pave the way. Now, what's really positive though is that I would like to think that based over a 4-year time frame, Crypto.com have built up a really good foundational support through their main primary business, and I'm just hoping that they are going to be taking this blockchain gaming side of things really seriously, and hiring some really good gaming minds, not crypto minds, gaming minds to team up with blockchain developers to actually team up and create something really, really good. It's going to be hard work. It's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to be high risk, but I think over a longer period of time, I'm pretty confident when I think about the buy-in price of the NFTs now with the potential upside. So that will lead us into having a look at the price of the NFTs right now before wrapping up the video. Alright, so the Expedition gear sitting at a floor price of $7 with almost $500,000 in traded volume. That's absolutely insane for a 50k collection, and the owners are increasing, okay? It's at 10,831 owners. We of course would love to see that ownership increase to probably around 25,000 at least. That would make it 50% ownership. That would be really, really good to see. Now, I kind of did mention this in my last video, guys, but a floor around $7-8 to actually get one of these backpacks, assuming you have a land and you sort of plan to play. But even if you don't, and you're just planning to trade this, I mean, what's $8 from a supply of 28,370? If you're in the ballpark of, hey, I think this game's going to be proper success, or even if you sort of share a bit of my opinion, then, you know, this is one of the best investments when it comes to NFTs in the whole NFT space. That is hands down a fact. Rares are currently sitting at $14 with a 11,903 total supply. Epic's currently at $39 with 4,714 total supply. Legendary's at $128 with 1,907 supply. And the mythicals we have at $663 with 477 total supply. Now, folks, my personal opinion coming up now, I think that these are very much undervalued, and I'm going to tell you why. All right, think about this just for a moment. I mean, this is just me. I haven't heard anyone else say this. It's just my sort of speculation idea based on the current climate, market conditions, everything like that. We got $663, all right? Now look at the crypto.com land, 25,000 collectibles, so half that. Mythical land, we got 3,899, so call that $4,000. There are 250 of these plots. Now, if the mythical land is priced at $4,000 floor, I would think that these backpacks may be around $2,000, half the price, okay, of that. They're currently at 663, okay? Even if you're on the more of the bearish side mathematically there, we could even price it at anywhere above 1,000, maybe 1,000 to 1,500 US. That's honestly where I think the value in the current conditions of this particular mythical backpack is rated. And for that reason, I'm personally at the moment looking aggressively at maybe purchasing one of these mythical backpacks. I haven't done it yet. I will let you know on the channel when I do it, but I'd love to know your thoughts on that basic math. Another really important point as well, folks, I think that the top tier, whether you've got an obsidian card, whether you've got a mythical land plot, whether you've got a mythical backpack, okay, I think there's going to be a big jump basically from that mythical standard to legendary, for example, from here, okay, a big jump in terms of earnings, rarity, what people are prepared to pay for it, okay? It's top tier, all right? Starter to rare, fine, bit of a jump. Rare to epic, fine, bit of a jump. Epic to legendary, bit of a jump. But mythical, that's a huge, huge jump. So I personally think value for money, you know, risk to reward ratios, I think they're all pretty good, but I do think mythical does stand out when it comes to these backpacks at the moment. Alrighty folks, hope you enjoyed today's Crow video talking about Main City and the Expedition backpacks. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like the video, guys. It really does help me out in getting the video out to more people. Subscribe if you want to see weekly content about this topic and crypto.com in general, and turn the notification bell on so you never miss out on this content. And just before I do sign off, guys, you can check out this little giveaway that I've got going on at the moment. I'm going to be giving away one Dune land plot when I hit 15k subscribers. So I've just found a bit more time now, so I'm going to be uploading a lot more. So hopefully we do reach that milestone pretty quickly. I'm at about 11k now. All you got to do, guys, is retweet this tweet, tag one friend, follow me at my Twitter, satoshiaoki7, sub to my YouTube, like this tweet, and comment hashtag CrowShow. That's literally it. It'll take you 60 seconds. It'll help me out, and it's a good way that you can enter into the chance to get a land plot. So from wherever you're watching from in the world, hope you have a great one. We'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.